What is going on, guys? This is the Club of the Man 1993. This is more baseball news here tonight. We're catching up on as last month, September 20th. Well, he finished the season, of course. Angels catcher Kurt Suzuki announced that 2024 is his final season playing baseball. Suzuki, who I believe just turned 39 years old this past month. He's a Hawaiian native. I was a little surprised by that. I thought, Japanese with Ichiro Suzuki. But playing Suzuki's, no relations as far as I know. But yes, Kurt Suzuki did announce that he will retire at the conclusion of the 2022 season. And of course, the Angels didn't make the playoffs. That is the fact. Suzuki had told and Jeff Fletcher in an interview that he felt that it's time. He's had a great run. He won a World Series. He was in an All-Star game. He played 16 years. He's accomplished a lot of things. Never thought he would have dreamed of. It felt like it was time for the next chapter. My 3 kids, all they've known is baseball. So now it's time to show him, the non-baseball side. He was a second-round draft pick in 2004 out of Cal State Fullerton. And, of course, he made the main roster in 2007 with the Oakland Athletics. He was the A's primary catcher, as he would top 130 games every year between 2008 and 2011. Generally hitting a slightly below the average, but it was still, good enough for a catcher at the time. He would then, of course, be dealt to the Washington Nationals in the summer of 2012. And he finished out the season with the Nationals. He stayed with the Nationals the following season, but then in August of 2013, he ended up right back in Oakland. He then went for free agency for the first time and signed with the Minnesota Twins. And he bounced back from a couple down years to hitting .288 and earned an All-Star nod in his first year with Minnesota, which led him to getting a 2-year contract extension that summer. His production dipped during his final 2 years in Minnesota, but rebounded with one of the best years of his career after signing with the Atlanta Braves going into 2017, in which he had popped a career-best 19 home runs and hit .283 through 81 games, earning a midseason extension for a second season with the Atlanta Braves. He didn't replicate that quite well the following year, but he still posted decent numbers after hitting .271 with 12 home runs. He then landed another multi-year deal in free agency, which, of course, he would sign a 2-year deal going back to the Washington Nationals in the 2019. He, of course, was then paired with Yan Gomes as well, and he contributed, and it paid off in year 1 as he hit 17 home runs and a .264 average in 85 games. Of course, he saw most of the extensive playoff action during the Nationals' run to win the World Series 2019, which included a go-ahead home run off of Justin Verlander in the 17th inning of Game 2. And of course, that would give the Nationals a 2-0 series lead and lead to the Washington Nationals being the 2019 World Series champions. He also had another solid campaign in the pandemic-shortened 2020. He played the last 2 years of his career with the Angels. He had a couple down years to wrap up his career, working primarily as the backup. But he still finished a very strong career, hitting .255 for a career average, 143 career home runs, 730 RBIs. So still solid numbers for a catcher for sure. He played over 1,600 games also as well. And he played a key role on the World Series team. He was an All-Star. He got to experience all of that. So yeah, it was been a 16-year career and a solid as well. Definitely always, another solid bat, solid catcher for, anybody's lineup for sure. I know he was primarily a backup towards the end of his career, but he always was a reliable bat to be paired with somebody else in case if, the main catcher needed a day off or whatnot. But I definitely could say Kurt Suzuki was always a solid backstop to have on your team. All-star nod, had some solid years batting, mixed up between the Athletics, Nationals, Twins, Braves, and Angels. And I think he definitely deserves recognition of a solid career. So I definitely, give Kurt Suzuki the best of luck in his retirement. Hopefully he enjoys spending time with his 3 children, as always. And, thank you again, as always, for all you've done for the industry as well. So, guys, that's my brief thoughts on Kurt Suzuki retiring after a solid 16-year career as a catcher. What are your guys' thoughts on Kurt Suzuki's career as well? Do you have any other memories of Kurt Suzuki as well? You got to do it all. All-Star Game, World Series winner. He played for many teams, got to experience a lot of different things. So please make sure, guys, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Be sure, as always, to slap a like on the video, subscribe for more content on my channel, and follow me on Twitter as well at DemandAirboy93. Until then, guys, I'm checking out. Catch y'all later. Please stay tuned for some more baseball news. Have a great rest of your night, guys. Peace out, buddy. Yeah, no one will surprise. There's no escape.